Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Shasta Phoenix 336RL. This is a pretty common rear living floor plan that we see nowadays. A lot of manufacturers are coming out with this one, but the Phoenix does do some things that I really like, and we'll take a look at those as we go around. If you haven't seen this floor plan before, the reason it is so popular and people love it is because it is dual opposing slides, which give you a huge rear living area here. It also allows for a big kitchen island in the center. So it has a theater seating across from the TV. It just makes a very popular, well laid out couples model. If we take a look at the door side slide, this particular unit does have the freestanding table and chairs, which I prefer over a dinette, because it gives a kind of a higher end look, and the freestanding table and chairs are a lot easier to get in and out of. The chairs themselves do have storage underneath, so if you can store some smaller items in there. And then you also have a leaf on the table. You can pop that up. There's a little bar that goes underneath just to give you some additional room if you are sitting 4 people here. The Phoenix does have MCD brand roller shades throughout. That's a brand that's kind of made its debut, if you will, in the motorhome industry, and now you can see it is transitioning into some fifth wheels as well. LED lights throughout the entire RV, as you would expect. You have the dual theater seating right here, as I mentioned, across from the TV. It is the Thomas Paine collection, so it's quite comfortable. You have cup holders here in the center as well as the sides, and as you would expect, both of these do recline. You'll also see you have a little bit of storage right there for some remotes. Right up top, you get a little bit of storage there too. You can kind of see it has the fluted glass, almost, it's kind of decorative, kind of like a broken glass pattern in there, but that's pretty decent storage all the way throughout. And then as we make our way to the back, you will see the large tri-fold sofa. It is all 3 cushions, a true sofa, not a love seat. The great thing about that is when you fold this out into a bed, 2 adults can very easily and comfortably sleep here. You'll have the end tables on both sides with cup holders. And then you will also see that you have electrical outlets there, so if you need to plug anything in, you have the capability to do that. Windows on both sides, they do open for some cross ventilation. Huge window on the back here as well, gives you a great view out the back there. LED lights, and then again, additional storage up top. One of the things I do want to mention, folks, is something that I like is all the lights, basically kind of where you're at, they will have their own individual light switch. So like right back here, if you just want to shut off the back, you have a switch here. Same thing with both slides. Same thing right here for the TV. So there are a lot of light switches throughout. So again, you can kind of individually control those lights. Before we hit the off-door slide, I do want to talk about some of the features here on the ceiling. The first one being the ceiling fan. That's something that you see in some of the higher end motorhomes. And it does do a good job of helping, push that hot air back down, giving it more even temperature throughout the RV. You have ducted AC here as well. You have some nice lights, and right up there you will notice that you have a vent fan. So if you're cooking, you need to quickly help get those fumes out, you can turn that max air fan on. It has a rain sensor there too. But back over to the off-door side slide, you will see the entertainment center, 50-inch Furion TV, so nice and big. Gives you a great viewing angle, obviously, from the theater seating, as it is a direct shot. You can also easily see it from the sofa here as well. One of the cool things I forgot to mention too about the sofa, folks, because it is such a big sofa. I mean, I'm 6 foot. I can fairly comfortably lay right here and be able to watch the TV if you want to lay down too. So it does, again, give you some excellent viewing angles to that. Connected to it is a multimedia center right here. This unit is a DVD player, so you can pop a DVD in there. Also, it controls the speakers in here as well as outside and is Bluetooth capable. You'll see you have some cubby holes on either side. The one side here, you do have a little spot to run your cables up and through in case you need to run those to your TV. You can plug the cable and everything in right there. And then right down underneath is your fireplace. The cool thing about the fireplace is not only does it look nice, but it does do a good job of heating up the space in here, assuming that you have shore power. But that way, if it just starts to get a little chilly, you can pop that on. That way you don't have to burn propane. So take a look at the kitchen. As I mentioned when we first started, you have this beautiful center island here in the kitchen. Gorgeous solid surface countertops here. You have electrical outlets on the side in case you need to plug anything in. high-rise faucet is kind of your center point. It is a pull-out faucet as well. And because it is solid surface, it allows you to undermount the sink, which allows you to have the flush covers. When we take those off, you will see the double bowl stainless steel sink there. As I mentioned, that is an undermount, but nice deep bowls too, so you can easily set your pots and pans down in there. If we take a look underneath here, open this one up first, you'll see you have two large pull-out drawers, so excellent for some of your larger pots and pans. And then right next door to that, we open that up, you have plenty of storage there as well. Now, if you want, you can put a trash can there, but there is another dedicated spot for one. But, you know, sometimes you want two. You have a lot of stuff. Maybe you're used to having one under the sink at home. Again, you can certainly do that. Otherwise, there's plenty of storage for anything else you need to put in there. Right over here is the pantry. Again, you have that fluted glass in the center of the door. We open this up. Cool thing about this light, folks, is this is a motion sensor. So if you turn this to the other side, I just had this one permanently on, but if you flip it to the other side, that will activate the motion sensor, so that way when the door is closed, it's off. When you open it up, obviously it turns on. It'll help save you some battery power there. Plenty of shelves in here, or 2 shelves rather, and then you have 3 additional drawers. If you take a look right here, you will see that you have an electrical outlet. The cool thing about that is you can put, you know, a toaster in here, a coffee maker, something like that, just be able to plug it right in. And as I mentioned, you have 3 drawers right down below. The thing I like about this is all 3 of them do lock, so you don't have to worry about them flying open while you travel. And the bottom one has your little plate divider in there as well, so if you have actual residential plates you bring with you, you can stack them in there so they're in good shape when you arrive and not smash into a bunch of pieces. We take a look right over here, you'll see that it does have a decorative wine rack, so you can put 3 bottles of wine in there if you so choose. You have the 30-inch big microwave stainless steel front on there. Plenty of lights here as well. You have a couple up top there, as well as the big window right down here to let in some natural light. Another electrical outlet in case you want your coffee maker sitting out. And a recessed cooktop with a glass cover. So you can fold this up and back. This doubles as a backsplash, opens up those 3 burners there. If we take a look at the front, you will see that the knobs light up. You can turn that off if you so choose. And then when we drop this down, that opens up your oven. It is a decent size oven in case you like to do baking while you're camping. Right here, I'll pull this open. As I mentioned, this is that dedicated trash can. I do like when manufacturers give a dedicated spot for it, because that way you don't have to, kind of pick and guess and choose. And so that is where they put it in this RV. And then you also have additional storage there underneath the oven. And then right up here is your residential fridge freezer combo. Beautiful stainless steel. We open this up, you'll see plenty of space in the fridge here for you. Now remember, folks, this is a residential refrigerator. So the big advantage of it, besides having a lot of space, is the fact that it cools much quicker. So you don't have to have it running overnight. It'll cool itself off in a couple hours. The downside, of course, is that you need either shore power or a generator to keep it running. Otherwise, your food is going to go bad in a couple hours. We open this up. Right down below, you will see your 2 freezer compartments. You have the one right there on top, and then another one here right down below. Moving over a little further, we get into the kind of decorative hutch space that we have here. Storage on both sides, as well as storage in the center. You'll see they did the glass in the center with the wood on the side, just kind of help break the look up a little bit. You have the wood beadboard along the back. 2 electrical outlets there as well. Gorgeous, again, solid surface countertop right here. And then plenty of drawer space underneath. You'll see you have 3 full extension drawers there on the top. 3 more here in the center, which are nice and wide. And then right over to this side, you have a built-in shelf. As we take a step into the bathroom, you will notice that this one has a slide door. That way you can enter from either the bedroom or the main living area. You don't have to play the game by going up the stairs or, going one way or the other so you can enter. As we take a seat right over here, you will see that I have plenty of room for both my legs as well as in the shoulders. It's also a porcelain bowl, so it is easier to clean. It'll stay looking nicer a lot longer. Over to this side, you have a big linen closet as well as an open cubby hole right here, so plenty of room for your towels and everything else you need to store in there. And then you have the large shower. As I step in here, you'll see I have plenty of space to easily turn around. You have the tri-slide clear glass door here as well. I'm 6 foot. You can see I have plenty of space. There is a skylight as well that adds a couple more inches. Even if you're 6'3", 6'4", you can still probably stand in here without having to hunker down as long as you're under the skylight. You'll also notice that you have the hand wand there and a couple shelves. Then right over here you have a seat, which obviously you can use to sit down on, or if you need to shave your legs, it does make that a lot easier to do. If you take a look right out here, you'll see your mirrored medicine cabinet up top. That, of course, has storage behind it. Right underneath that, a large sink. I like how big the bowl is here. It makes it nice and easy to wash your hands, brush your teeth, whatever else you have to do. A lot of times manufacturers will give you a much smaller sink. And then underneath, you'll see you have a little additional storage. In the bedroom here, you have a slide-out king-size bed, so plenty of room. That way you don't elbow each other in the middle of the night. And if we lift that up, you'll see it is strut supported. Some good storage underneath there as well for some of your larger items. You have shelves on both sides with cup holders. You'll also see you have windows on both sides that do open for cross ventilation at night. Couple of reading lights there. They are directional, so you can turn them. And then the big padded leather headboard if you like to read at night. Right up here on the ceiling, you will see another AC, a second one. So a lot of times, this is optioned out. This one does have it in here. The great thing about having the second AC, especially in this unit, is that this one is ducted throughout. A lot of times in the bedroom, they will just have controls here, but that's not the case. This one does actually have 2 zones. You can control them both on the thermostat. There's a separate thermistor in here, so that way when you shut the door at night, you can easily control it because it knows what temperature it is in the bedroom as well as out in the main living area. If we take a look in the nose of the RV, I'll slide this open for you. This is where your washer dryer prep will be. So if you're looking at a coach, you want to spend some significant time in, you want washer and dryer, you are able to fit the combo unit in here. You also see you have a little shelf up top, the blue accent light if you want it, as well as a drawer down below. On both sides, you have wardrobe storage. Open that up for you so you can take a look right in there. You will see the hanging rod. You have, again, the accent light. You have an actual light, too, in case you want to be able to see your clothes in there. And then a cubby hole underneath. You have the same thing right over here. As I open that up for you, you can take a look at that. So, you kind of have 2 wardrobes, one for each person. And then you will have right here a mount for your TV. So all I have to do is get the TV, you can mount it right there. The appropriate connections are up top. At the foot of the bed, you have an additional window with your dresser. Open up the drawers here for you. You can see you have 4 drawers. They are pretty deep, making them very usable. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Phoenix 336 RLS. Starting off right up front, you will see the painted front cap. Cool thing about this is it has what they call the turn point technology. A big part of that is you can see how this curves in right here and how far the kingpin sticks out. That will help give you that greater turn radius. So as you're turning, the back of the cab of the truck is right here, allowing you to make those sharper turns when you're backing up into the spot without damaging your pickup. So we take a look underneath here. We'll open up this front compartment. You can see how nice and clean it is up there. Battery box over to the side. You can see that 1,000-watt inverter there as well for your refrigerator. And as we take a step back out, you'll see right over to the side is your solar prep. So if you want solar on this RV, all you have to do is buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and it will trickle charge your battery. So we take a look over to the side. Open up this compartment here. This will be one of your 2 30-pound propane tanks. Your other tank will be located on the other side. If we drop down real quick here, you will also notice that this one has your auto level. So all I have to do is touch a button and this RV will level itself out. This one also has your weather package, so it has a fully enclosed and heated underbelly there as well. Coming back up, you'll see you have a mount here for your TV. You also have 2 outside speakers there. Right up top, you'll see the power awning. Touch a button to roll it out. Same thing to have it go back in. You have the LED light strip underneath too. Making our way back over, one thing I do want to talk about, folks, behind this fiberglass skin, this one uses Azdel composite panels instead of Luan. That's great for a couple different reasons. Azdel is lighter. It also is a green material, so you won't have off-gassing like the Luan has, and it doesn't absorb moisture. So if you do get water in the walls, you won't have that bubbling, that delamination that you a lot of times get with other fiberglass units. If we take a look at the pass-through here, you'll see a covered hinge. It's also slam latch, and the slam latch components are metal, so that way it does shut very easily. It's also a magnetic door, so you can put it up just like so. You don't have any plastic clips or anything to snap off. We take a look in the pass-through itself. You'll see how big and open it is. Excellent garage storage space. Over here to the side, you have hookups for your TV and I showed you where that mount was. If you need to plug anything else in outside, you have an electrical outlet right here. Makes it pretty simple to do. And then we get to the steps, which are, do have a little bit of snow here. We're in Michigan, folks. It's not always the warmest in the middle of November, but these are the solid step system. So a couple great things about the solid steps. One is the fact that it does have aluminum treads on here. So that way, they're not going to rust out even if it gets wet or there's snow on there. The aluminum won't rust. They'll stay looking nice forever. There's also your grip strips on here. Now, in the snow, they don't necessarily work the best, but if it's wet, it will help provide a little extra traction. And with the foldable grab handle right here, it gives you that extra control when entering or exiting the RV. If we drop down and take a look at the wheels, you will see the aluminum alloy wheels on there. Again, kind of like the steps, the aluminum doesn't rust, so they'll stay looking nice for you for years to come. And right in between, you have the Dexter suspension system. This essentially uses rubber to take out about 80% of the road vibration. So that way, as you're traveling to your destination, all your canned goods and plates and everything should stay where you put them. So we take a look at the back of the RV here. You'll see the rear mounted ladder, so you can quickly and easily climb up onto the fully walkable roof for any maintenance or just to get up there and brush off leaves, pine cones, whatever else may be up there. You'll also see your backup camera prep, so if you do want a backup camera, having the prep will make it a lot easier to have it installed, meaning it'll save you money on labor. Right down here is your rear-mounted bumper with end caps, so that way you have a convenient spot to store your sewer hose. And right back here you have a receiver, which can carry up to 150 pounds. So that way if you want to put like a bike carrier or something like that on there, you can have that done. Because this unit has two ACs, you do have a 50-amp detachable power cord there. 10-gallon water heater right next door. And when we open up the other side of the garage storage, you will see that this one has all of your essentially other hookups. You have the outside shower with both hot and cold, black tank, city water right over here. You'll also see your tank fill as well as winterization system, including water heater bypass. All of your valves for your waste are right here, so that way they are insulated. Then in order for all of your cable to go to all the different TVs, you have this right here, a light, and then an additional electrical outlet. Take a look right up here. You will see your battery disconnect as well as your auto level control. And right outside this door, because this unit has two ACs, you do have a 50-amp detachable power cord there. 10-gallon water heater right next door. And when we open up the other side of the garage storage, you will see that this one has all of your essentially other hookups. You have the outside shower with both hot and cold, black tank, city water right over here. You'll also see your tank fill as well as winterization system, including water heater bypass. All of your valves for your waste are right here, so that way they are insulated. Then in order for all of your cable to go to all the different TVs, you have this right here, a light, and then an additional electrical outlet. Take a look right up here. You will see your battery disconnect as well as your auto level control. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is a 2019 Shasta Phoenix 336 RLS. If you're interested in this beautiful fifth wheel and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.